If I tell you to balance this reaction, which is there written on the board, okay, balancing of the redox reaction, not only in terms of the atoms, I want also you to balance a charge, or charges on the both the sides should be balanced, right? So it is not possible for us to do by a trial and error method. By for normal reactions, we do a trial and error method, and we can get the a proper balance reaction, right? But over here what happens, there are charges also, and if I tell you to balance this, it will take a tough time, right, for you to balance this. So there is a method. So today's topic, okay, topic of this lecture is that balancing of the redox reaction. This is a redox reaction, a skeletal redox reaction is given, and we need to balance this. So the method which we are going to do over here is a half reaction method. Half reaction method. So in this case, we divide whole of the reaction into two halves. One is oxidation half reaction and the other is reduction half reaction. That is how we balance this. That is how we break this reaction. So if you want to write the oxidation half reaction and the reduction half reaction, what you will include into that? You have to just identify what are the species which is undergoing the oxidation and the reduction. If you see over here, chromium, what is the oxidation state of the chromium? If you go to calculate the oxidation state of the chromium in Cr2O7 2 minus is, I'll put chromium to be 2x and 7 into minus 2, which is equal to minus 2, right? So 2x minus 14 is equal to minus 2. So 2x is equal to, it will be 12, x is equal to plus 6. So here chromium is in plus 6 oxidation state. It is getting converted to the plus 3, means there is a reduction, means in the skeletal equation, skeletal half reaction, or what we can say is that it is getting reduced. So reduction half reaction, that is what you are going to write. Okay, then again there may be another species, okay, there may be some other species which will be there in the reactant, but you have to focus on what is getting oxidized and what is getting reduced. So from this we understood that the chromium is the one which is getting reduced. So whose oxidation and reduction you will be looking, mostly you will be looking for the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen, the elements other than oxygen and the hydrogen. So here the sulfur, right, oxidation state of the sulfur over here in this SO3 2 minus, what will be oxidation state of the sulfur in SO3 2 minus? I'll put sulfur to be x, 3 into minus 2, which is equal to minus 2, x minus 6 is equal to minus 2, x is equal to plus 4, means sulfur over here is in plus 4 oxidation state. Don't consider this minus to be on this oxygen, it is on the whole molecule. That's why I wrote this is equal to minus 2. Here what is sulfur? Sulfur is in SO4 2 minus, sulfur will be in, let's check, x is equal to 4 into minus 2, which is equal to minus 2, x minus 8 is equal to minus 2, x is equal to plus 6. So here sulfur is in plus 6 oxidation state. What is happening over here? There is a oxidation of the chromium, like there is a oxidation, sorry, this is reduction and this is oxidation, right? So right, this is reduction from plus 6 to plus 3 and this is oxidation. So we are going to write this two reactions separately. So first I will start with a oxidation half reaction. So since you have understood what is getting oxidized and what is getting reduced, first step is break them into two half reaction. That is, first I will write a oxidation half reaction. Oxidation half reaction. So oxidation half reaction is sulfate SO3 minus, right, getting converted to SO4 2 minus, SO3 2 minus getting converted to SO4 2 minus. This is what you have written. Now from here, what is the step 1? Step 1. balance the number of atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen, right? So if I write, this is my first step, I am balancing. Is there any need for me to balance like other than oxygen and hydrogen? Like what is there other than oxygen and hydrogen? There is just a sulfur, right? There is one sulfur this side and other side also there is one sulfur. So there is, in this case, I don't have to balance, right? In this case, I don't have to balance. Second step, step 2 is show the transfer of the electron. Transfer of electron. So this is oxidation. Whenever it is oxidation, it is loss of electron, right? And we will show that how many electrons is lost in the right side of the reactant, right? So here SO3 2 minus, I am writing as SO4 2 minus, right? Plus, like for changing sulfur from +4 to +6, how many loss of electron is there? What is the difference? +4 to +6, 6 minus 4, right? It is 2. Like it is simple. Like if sodium is there, this is a sodium atom which is in zero oxidation state, For this to go in a Na plus, how many electron it should lose? It should lose 1 electron. Same way, for the sulfur which was in +4 oxidation state to go in a +6 oxidation state, a sulfur should lose 2 electron, right? So here this is losing 2 electrons since one sulfur is there. So per sulfur there is loss of 2 electron. Step 2 is, okay, I'll show it over here. I don't know whether this will come into the frame, but let me check how much space is there with me. Okay, so this is step 3. I'll try to write here. Step 3 is balance the charges, like balance the charges on both the side. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you, like whenever it is a redox reaction and if you are told to balance it, it will be mentioned it is in the acidic medium or the basic medium. Let's consider that this reaction is in the acidic medium. Okay, if you are told the medium that it is acidic medium, at this stage, at step 3, balance the charges by putting appropriate number of H plus or OH minus ions. When it will be H plus, if it is an acidic medium, you will be putting a H plus, and if it is a OH minus, you will be putting a OH minus. Now balance the charges. Now in this side, what is the charge? If you see, this is the sulfate ion and here the charge is -2. What is the charge this side? Here it is -2 and 2 into -1, right? 2 into -1. Total charge in this side it is equal to -4. Here it is -2 and here it is -4. I need to balance this charge. So how you are going to balance this? You will be putting, since it is an acidic medium, you don't have option, you cannot put OH minus, you have to put H plus. So to balance this, SO3 2 minus, here it is -2, like here it is a charge, total charge is -2, right? And this side it is SO4 2 minus and 2 electron, here it is -4. But if I put 2 H plus positive charges, then what is happening? What has happened? 2 H plus. Charge is balanced, no? -2 and +2. It is -2 and this side it is -2, right? So this is step 3. Till here, my step 3, right? So next is balance the hydrogen on the right side, right? Since you have written a I'll balance this. Step 4, balance hydrogen, that is H plus, by putting appropriate number of water molecules on opposite side. Right here. So step 4 will be how many water molecules you are going to put. Since you have added 2 hydrogens, you have to just put one water molecule, H2O. Okay, one water molecule, that is what you have to put. And this side it is sulfate plus 2 electron plus 2H plus. So here if you see the number of atoms, that is sulfur and the sulfur is balanced. Oxygen, 3 oxygen and 1 oxygen, 4 oxygen. This side also there are 4 oxygen. What else I have to balance? Hydrogen, 2 hydrogen and the 2 hydrogen. The charges is -2 this side. This side it is -2 and 2 into 2, 2 into plus 1 is +2. So charges on the both sides are balanced. So what I will call this is to be my balanced. This is my balanced oxidation half reaction. This is balanced oxidation half reaction. What I'll do is that since there is space on my board is little less, it won't be, I cannot keep this over here. So I'll write it somewhere on the remaining space which is not coming into the camera. So I'll write this somewhere here so that later I can copy it. SO3 2 minus H2O changing to SO4 2 minus. Okay, I have written it somewhere for my reference. I'll use this later. So this is balanced oxidation half reaction. You can copy it. Right? Now I'll tell you what we have to do with a reduction half reaction. Okay? Same type of things we will be doing. Same steps we will be following for the reduction half reaction. So what is getting reduced? So I will write a reduction half reaction. Reduction half reaction, that is Cr2O7 2 minus getting reduced to Cr3 plus. What was step 1? Just recall the step 1 what I have written. I will not write that thing, same thing again. Step was you have to balance the atoms other than oxygen and the hydrogen, right? So here there are 2 chromium, here there is just 1 chromium. So I am putting 2 chromium this side. Step 2 was in oxidation half reaction. If you see, same steps you have to follow. Show the transfer of the electron. If you can see that here chromium is in +6 oxidation state, it is changing to +3. A change from +6 to +3, there should be a gain of how many electron? Gain of how many electron? For a compound which is, for the element which is in +6, to change it to a +3 oxidation state, there should be a gain of 3 electron, right? But here if you see, there are 2 chromium, right? So whenever it is oxidation state, it is on 1 atom, remember. Whenever it is oxidation state, it is on 1 atom and not on 2 or 3 atoms. So here oxidation state of the 1 chromium is +6 and charge on 1 ion is +6. If I write this chromium in this way, instead of 2 chromium I am writing Cr3 plus. And this Cr2 which is there, I am writing it independently, Cr, and this is in 0, chromium in this compound, this is in +6 and this is also in +6. That is what it means, right? So from here to here, it is a gain of 3 electron, and from here to here it is gain of 3 electron. That is how we can understand 2 chromium and the 2 chromium. So there is a total gain of 6 electrons. So I will be writing Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 electron, giving you 2Cr3 plus. This is done. Now what is the thing over here is that step 2, we have to count the charges. Like this side, this is -2 is the charge, plus 6 into -1. Here this side it is 2 into 3. So this is 6 and this is -8. So this side there is a -8, this side it is +6. So if this is the case, then how many hydrogens, right? It is in acidic medium. You have to balance the charge by putting the hydrogen. So which side you will be going to add? So we can see that the charge this side is overall charge in the reactant side is -8 and here it is +6. So to balance the charge, like you want to make it equal, like you don't have any other option. You have to add the H plus on this since the reaction is an acidic medium. Just think of this. You are adding a H plus in the right side. It is already +6. Let's say you are adding 2 H plus. It will become +8. It will not become -8. No, more 4 you are adding. It will become 10 plus charge. Positive of 10 plus charge, right? So there is no point in adding in the right side. In this case, you will be adding the H plus in the left side. That too how many? So that charges become equal. So this is Cr2O7 2 minus 6 electron plus, you can pause video for some time and you can put the values of how many H plus you are going to put. This side it is 2Cr3 plus. How many it should be? If you are getting it to be of 14, then you are correct. So 14 H plus you are putting. Okay, this is step 3, no? This is step 3, if I am not wrong. This is step 3. Charges is balanced. This is -2, this is -6, and this is +14. So 8 and 14. This answer is +6. Here it is +6. Here also it is +6. So charges are balanced. What is the next step? Step 4 was addition of the hydrogen. Balancing of these hydrogens by putting some water molecules on the opposite side. So since you have written 14H plus, how many water molecules you are going to put? So I will show it separately over here. Step 4. I am showing this to be Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 electron plus 14H plus, and this is 2Cr3 plus. 14 hydrogen, there are no any other hydrogens, so you will be putting 7 water molecules. Did I do anything for the oxygen? Oxygen is getting balanced automatically, right? So over here, oxygen is balanced, hydrogens is balanced, hydrogens are balanced, chromium 2 chromium, 2 chromium. Charges if you see -2, -6 and okay, that is also balanced. Charges are balanced, +6 and the +6 on both the sides, right? So I will call this as my balanced reduction half reaction. This is my balanced reduction half reaction. So now it's a time to add these both the reaction, oxidation half reaction and the reduction half reaction. So now it is time to add both these reaction. So this is known as half reaction method. So I'll take that down. I'll write what was there. So oxidation half reaction, we were getting it to be oxidation half reaction a balanced, okay, this is important, balanced, this is SO3 2 minus plus H2O, SO4 2 minus 6 electron and the 2H plus. What is reduction? Balanced reduction half reaction. I am getting this right. Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 electron plus 14H plus. Sorry, here it is 2 electron. No? Yeah, we were getting it to be 2 electron. It is 6 electron, 14H plus, and this is 2Cr 3 plus and the 7H2. If I add this, okay, we need to add this. Both this reaction I am adding. One thing I don't want to show the, so whenever you are writing a balanced redox reaction, you don't have to show the participation, transfer of the electrons, right? So what you will do, always make the number of electrons equal. Like here it is 6 and here it is 2. So you will multiply the top reaction by 3. Let's say this was 2 and this was 3. You would have multiplied this reaction by 2 and this reaction by 3. So that number becomes equal. Not necessarily always it should be a 6. Like if this is 6 and this is 1, you will multiply one of the reaction to be equal to 6. So here if I multiply, now I am adding this. So what I will get, 3 multiplied by, if I am multiplying 3 to this, SO3 2 minus 3H2O 3 sulfate and the 6 electron and 6 H plus. This is oxidation half reaction. Reduction half reaction is as it is Cr2O7 2 minus 6 electron 14H plus 2Cr3 plus and the 7H2. So whenever you are adding this reaction, addition of the reaction, something which is there on the opposite side, like 6 electron and the 6 electron, they can be cancelled out, okay, they can be subtracted. If you cancel this 6 and this, so how many H plus will be remaining from here? It is 8 H plus. Water molecule 3 and this, so here it will be just 4 H2O will be remaining. So my final balanced equation will be 3 SO3 2 minus, then this is what I have to write, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 8H plus. I am not showing the electrons, right? Then 3SO4 2 minus 2Cr3 plus and 4H2O. So just see that these reactions are balanced or not. So 3 sulfur, oxygens are how many? 3 3s are 9, 9 and 7, 16, right? So 3 2s are 12 and 4 oxygen, 16 oxygen, chromium, 2 chromium, right? Hydrogens, 8 hydrogens and the 8 hydrogens. Charges, this side it is -6, -2, +8. The charge is 0. This side it is 3 into -2, -6, 2 into +3, +6, 0. Now this charges here, coincidentally we are getting it to be is equal to 0. But not necessarily every time the charges on both the sides should be is equal to 0. It could be anything. Okay, it could be a -1, -1, -2, -2, something that way. Okay, not necessarily it should be always equal to 0. So this is my balanced redox reaction. So in next lecture I will be doing more solving, or we can understand balancing of this reactions more example, solved example of the balancing of the redox reaction. I'll end this class over here. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.